Oh yeah, there's frequency right there. Alright, sorry, I figured out now. Well, I don't know if I figured it out. I heard Stu Anthony Patch, man. He's like this theoretical physicist, writer dude or some shit. Or something like that. And he's talking about Birkeland current. And he's talking about there's like waves, man. Like, and there's lines. Almost kind of like cut open a tree and look at the grains of the wood and how you can kind of like see spaces and lines. I mean, they're not always the same, but anyway, it's a pattern of like concentric waves, or not. That's what the Birkeland current is, and that big triangle. And I've seen it. I've got videos where it's like the sky will be, because he said their lines configured north to south, and straight up seen them. Yeah, they're definitely, look, that looks like some kind of freaking vortex point, man. Yeah, last night I had a freaking apocalyptic freaking dream that I seen a bunch of those light orbs, man. They all flew like in a pattern, and then they like hit some kind of like it's almost like on Star Trek, man, when everything goes and you see all the lines and shit, like they go into warp speed or something. Something to that effect happened where they hit this spot. They hit some kind of warp drive like thing, and then everything in the sky started moving and shaking, and then all the power went out, and I was running through underground military bases, and I was ducking from. There was a bunch of people, man. It was almost like it wasn't quite as bad as the Terminator, but we were always under this constant like weirdness from the sky. But then in the underground bases felt like a prison and a labyrinth that you couldn't fucking find your way the fuck out of, which was just as scary as say being protected to be terrorized. You know, that's kind of what that felt like. Look at that. Dude, come on, man. That ain't natural. Yeah, anyway, like right there. See how those are? Look, they're lined up right there from north to south in those lines. I also call those Jacob's ladders clouds. I mean, that's just my personal freaking take on it. I mean, I don't know if that's biblically accurate or not, but that's what it reminds me of. It's reminiscent of that. I mean, and ever since I've seen that freaking Ark of the Covenant looking angel thing with the wings, and it was like a stairway, and there was like a figurine walking up it, man. It was really freaky stuff. Like, look, this almost looks like the, what are those called, man? The castle clouds, the Fata Morgana. But I don't know. Yeah, see that? This looks like someone painted that, man. It's just weird. It looks like that guy Bob Ross, the painter, with the afro, the happy trees. Look at that vortex. That's like a strange looking, looks like almost like a tornado. Blue sky, like a reverse tornado, where the inside's clear and the outside is where the tornado's not covered up. Oh shoot, yeah. Oh, there it is. It moved. Yeah, see, I'm wondering if they push these fuckers around with like fields, electromagnetic fields, and they're not really freaking visible like themselves, but you can see the pattern of the current. You know what I'm saying? So like when it affects something, you can see it. Just like, for instance, you could say the wind, it's invisible, but you can see it blow stuff around. Same thing. I know scary movies too. They always be like, "Oh, it must have been the wind." Then some sci-fi creature comes smashing through the wall or the window. Like, look at that. We got shadows kicking off. Yeah, that moon looks spooky. Wait a second, are we full moon? Man, once again, man, I never noticed, man, but I should notice. I should notice when people start getting fucking loony, man. Like there's a high percentage of extra loony shit just around the full moon. I mean, it's not a joke. I mean, some people would be like, "Oh, that's superstition." There's another physical thing that has these invisible effects on people, but you can see that something is affecting, something's causing it. And then repeatedly, if you see it happen, what was that? Oh, it's birds. Yeah, they was telling me too, man, that animals are acting strange. Look at the color of that. See, that's not the sunset there, dude. Wow, look at that ripply wave over there. Let me get up in there. They said that in Flint, they got turkey and deer like on the south side, which is just kind of like it's not very it's not regular animal type territory, man. But there is some spots in between out there where they could hang out at. I know I used to stay out there. I like to go explore all the in between areas just to see what's there. Because it's like a lot of time you'll find dilapidated shit. Like it's like strange stuff, like old buildings, concrete foundations just out in the middle of nowhere. Fucking you never know what you'll find. Then after I did the FOC and we had to go and board up abandoned houses, I got to see a bunch of other like it's like really it's so strange. Stuff gets forgotten about. It's kind of like you can still find what you'd call underground railroad houses when they got like strange fucking extra shit that's just hidden, obscured stuff. It's really out there. Look, that almost looks like it's a trapezoidal, but it looks almost like a volcano, shape of a volcano. Cloud right there. It's kind of weird. What are those called? Terraces or mesas or something like that too, I think. What else it kind of resembles? Oh, look, there's the winged thing. That kind of looks almost like a sea lion. There's another winged figurine looking thingy. Also kind of looks like the scorpion too. Ooh, that kind of spooky out right here. Check this out. Face, hooked nose, scary face thing. No, it kind of looks like a penguin. Scary penguin, but right there. That pink. Almost looks like cloud, man. Looks like something else weird. Yeah. Wow, dude. Oh, that's some fucking chicken. Look at that. Oh wow, it's turning into like a bowl, like a bowl shape, almost as if there's like a dude on top, maybe. Is it Noah's Ark type looking thing? I mean, there's so much. Look, man, shit's so fucking crazy right now. It literally, dude, it's like a fucking sci-fi movie. Oh, look at that, man. I don't know what the heck happened to my time lapse camera. Today would have been a great day to catch a time lapse of this right here. I bet you that would have been very spectacular. Yeah, that's definitely looks like some plasma. It's kind of got, like I said, man. They got colors of what I call the other. It's the other rainbow, which is like gasoline, man. Gasoline on water. Yeah, and that's definitely look. We definitely got that kind of. This is a particular kind of frequency. It's like the patterns kind of. It's kind of wide. It's not very sometimes you can see it. It's packed. It's real tight and configured tightly. These ones are kind of more sparse and spaced apart. Hmm. Yeah, the sky is freaking definitely strange. See, I'm need to get me some more footage, see if I can get picked up on end times apocalyptic type videos, man. I got one so far, man. I'm doing pretty good about that. Got a lot of good stuff, man. It's just fuck. I got thousands of videos. Who's got the time to sift through all that? And I don't necessarily archive them and catalog them very well. I'm gonna be honest. Like they're kind of it's kind of like chicken scratch. If that makes any sense. Very informal, but look, got some great material. Just don't have time and the energy sometimes, man. Just life happens too. There's that thing where it says, you can just you can get your faith just choked out by the cares of the world, man. In a way, man, it takes energy sometimes, and the world just does shit to you, man. That just robs you of your strength, your energy to even pursue it. Fighting against that is another just factor. Take it into consideration. It's also called. It's also kind of like morale.